Hey everybody, this is Eddie coming to you from Arizona with the Internet Lifestyle Network and the Unstoppable Family. Out here outside of Flagstaff, Arizona, we got snow last night. Great thing about this time of year and snow is it melts quick. So I know a lot of people don't know that about Arizona, but we got snow on the mountain and it's beautiful. Wind's blowing a little hard, but still good. So right now I'm out here and on a trail system. Just out for a walk, had to get some fresh air. Cannot sit behind a computer all day. I don't see how some people do it. I like to work outside. But anyways, this video is about my story. This is for Rhonda and the new addition to the family, the Unstoppable Family. And this video is about my story, kind of the why, where, what, how of what I'm doing and why I'm doing what I'm doing and where I'm headed. So anyways, as a lot of people know, especially a lot of close people, some people that have been keeping an eye on me, is a lot of what I'm doing pertains to suicide. And not just sticking to suicide, the topic of suicide, but kind of that's my emphasis. That's where all this motivation, this efforts come from. For whatever reason, I've been kind of exposed to suicide 10 plus times. I know it's more than that, but 10 plus. Some have been co-workers, some have been real good friends, some have been people I grew up with. And for whatever reason, I've been tied to it, but the thing of it was, or with all this, is I too at one point almost committed suicide after a good friend of mine named Robert took his own life. During that point, or at that time, I had a feeling something bad was going to happen with him. But also, while that was going on, I had my own things going on, and I was depressed. I was probably about 155, 160 pounds. My average weight's about 180. I was lost and came as close to committing suicide as possible. Didn't do anything as far as ending up in the hospital or anything, but was right there at the edge. And having been there, it surprised me after dealing with several suicides. And as since then I've been able to grow and learn and know kind of what puts people in that position. Not justifying anything, not justifying the act, but there are several things. And one thing that I know in my situation was I was tunnel visioned. I ignored, didn't pay attention to all the good that was going on around me, all the good that I had on in my life. I paid attention to the negative, listened to the negative, and that was a big part, listening to the negative. Allowed myself to, I guess, be controlled. I shouldn't say be controlled, be influenced in a negative way. But it was my doing, nobody to blame except myself. And because of that, and because of what I've seen it's done to family members, I've seen moms become shells of what they have been, dads become shells of what they have been, losing their best friends, brothers that have lost their best friends, their brothers, their siblings. And with all this, it's want to do something to reach out and make an impact for those that are struggling and for those in the future that might start struggling, to know not to give up, to make it to the next day, and if not the next day, to the next week. Find the greater good for yourself. And with all this, before I did my first speech, I shared with my daughter. I said I wanted to share with both my kids, but I shared with my daughter first. She's more understanding, plus she's 13, and shared it with her. And then before I spoke at my first event, which was for NACA, Native Americans for Community Action, I shared with my son. When I shared it with him, it kind of choked him up. And told him some people look at it as weak, which I was, but the strength I got from it has gotten me here today. And I listen to a song every now and then. It's Brantley Gilbert's Indiana's Angel. And the song's about his mom and her riding his butt, trying to teach him this and that while he's growing up. But one part of the song that sticks and hits hard in that song is when he tells of her telling him that a man stands stronger from his knees. And a lot of with the suicide is what I see or what I've experienced is that we all try and bottle it up. We try and take care of it ourselves. We try and tell ourselves everything's going to be okay, everything's going to be great, and we don't take any action. We just hope it goes away, and it doesn't. And it builds and it builds and it builds. So with that, and after having shared that with my kids, it helps them understand kind of where Dad has been, where Dad's going, what Dad wants to do. And also they know, after asking them if they know what my reasons for or were for not to do it, before they knew, they didn't know. I shared with them that they too are my reasons. Both my son and my daughter are my reasons why I didn't follow through with the act. I was tunnel visioned enough to get myself to that point, but before me was placed my son and my daughter in my mind, in my heart, which didn't allow me to follow through. So anyways, that's where I'm going, that's what I'm doing. I don't have a problem talking about it, and like to start helping people, and that's my motivation, that's my goal. I'd like to lead as an example for my kids, and they're excited and enjoying the journey so far. And anyways, that's my story. At least that's up till now, so it's only going to get better. So anyways, God bless everybody. Have a good morning, good evening, good afternoon, wherever you are where you're watching this. Talk to you soon. Bye.